Hey you guys, it's me, Chris Colley. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Rochester Hills, Michigan, and I'm in the rubber room, which is my in-home studio today. I am getting ready for a big retreat I have coming on Saturday. We're going to be doing fall cards featuring projects in the mini catalog, the mini July to December catalog, which I love. But I was playing with one of my favorite tools, and so I thought I would just pop on and share it with you. I'm going to be making a card from Sale-A-Bration items that I used as a swap that I did. So my favorite tool, the Stamparatus. If you don't have it, you definitely need it. I'm going to take just a minute to go over some of the products that we're going to use. So let me put it over here, and these are the Sale-A-Bration Trees of Love Designer Series paper, I think it's called. Let me see, it's a 3-pack of 12 by 12 paper, and it's called Rings of Love. So there are 12 by 12 papers, and there's 6 different designs that are 2-sided each. So you have this great poinsettia with some trees, and then you have this house one. I used this, I think I shared it with you last week. So you have this house one, and then kind of a geometric design, and then you have this great plaid. It's a traditional kind of gingham or plaid in some kind of non-traditional red and green Christmas colors, and then you have this great flower pattern. I like all the neutral colors in that one. Here is one that is definitely fall, with your kind of crumb cake and some succulent and shade. And there's a real red and some crushed curry, lots of fall fun colors. And then kind of just a splotchy kind of pastel watercolor look. Here's a bigger one of that house. I love that one. And then we have this bird that I think this is such a great pattern. There's actually a perched on a branch stamp set that kind of matches this little bird. So fun. And then this definitely is just like a gorgeous watercolor that is so pretty. I used that one a lot so far, and they all coordinate with each other. Isn't that a great, just to put those two together, or even these two? They just coordinate just seamlessly with one another, and they're absolutely beautiful. And then it coordinates with the Ringed with Nature stamp set, and there is a set of dies in an embossing folder that goes with this too. So we're going to be using the Get Well Soon stamp from here, and a little piece of that designer series paper. And then the other thing we're going to be using is a it was the Sale-A-Bration item that was the pool party and soft seafoam cards. And they are now sold out, as you know. Everything that is in the Sale-A-Bration catalog is while supplies last only. So they are going to be selling out, and this one already is, you're not able to get anymore. So when I am doing a whole stack of cards, this was one that I did for a swap for our team. I love our team. We do so many fun things, and this swap was one of them. And so I've used, it was a Sale-A-Bration swap, so I used the Sale-A-Bration card base, some of the Sale-A-Bration Designer Series paper, and then this little sentiment here. Okay, so I have my pieces all cut. So I have a piece of Night of Navy, and then the Designer Series paper that goes on top of it. We'll turn it up the way it goes. And then I have also cut a Night of Navy with a little piece of Designer Series paper, and I'm going to put that on the inside of my card to kind of tie the two pieces together. But what I was doing was I had to die cut all of the sentiments for these, and I think we had 9 or 10 cards that we were doing, and so I die cut all of my pieces and then put them in the Stamparatus. So what happens is I cut out this die cut piece, and then I stamped my sentiment here, and then I can take the insides. So this is the inside piece of my die cut, and just place it right there. Then I'm going to come in with some Night of Navy. And when I'm working with my Stamparatus, I like to use just the Stampin' Blocks because they're not quite as big and you don't get the ink all over. Gosh, I really stuck this one back down on there. Let's see if I can peel it off. There we go. So this is going to keep the ink. You can see it's just like a little 1 by 1. And let me make sure I'm in there where you can see me. I'll come over just a little bit there. And I'm just going to ink my sentiment there. So my stamp is on here. And then I am just going to press it down in the center. Give it a little smush like that. And you can see I didn't get it really good in there. So that's the beauty of my Stamparatus. I can just press it down one more time and it goes exactly in the same spot. So I can cut out 20 of these pieces, pop them into here and stamp them real quick, and I don't have to worry about centering it. Isn't it centered beautifully? I love that. Okay, so quick and easy that is. And I guess, why not? We'll finish this card so you can see. And I'm just going to use my Stampin' Seal. Let's have a little bit of a difficult time getting it started. I'm just going to put that on the back of my Designer Series paper and right onto my Night of Navy paper. And then I'm going to do the same thing with my DSP and my cardstock that's going to get my sentiment. And this just goes together super easy. But when I am prepping for classes and stuff, this little trick really, really helps me out. So I'm going to put this on here about right there. So I'm just going to kind of make like a little fingernail mark there. And I'm going to fold that over. And that's going to go around the back of my card. And I actually think I want it a little bit closer to my letters. So there we go. So I'm just going to add some snail there. Take it off my little scrap paper so my whole card doesn't stick to it. Hope you guys are having a nice weekend. It's been kind of cloudy here all weekend. It's a good weekend to have to be downstairs and crafting all weekend. This is my card base. This card base matches that Splendid Day stamp set. I dumped a couple packages of these that I was able to get before they went out of stock, so I think I'll be using them in an upcoming event that I have. I'm just going to put some Stampin' Seal on my card, or my little inside of my card. And that is just a hair too long in the back, so I'm going to bring in my paper snips and just give that a little bit of a trim. Okay. And then I am going to put this piece on with some dimensionals. And I'm actually going to take these foam adhesive sheets. You know what I'm going to do? Not the foam adhesive sheets. I think I'm going to take the long ones. We have like, this is like our foam adhesive strips. We have sheets, we have strips, and then we have our regular dimensionals, which are kind of an octagon shape. So this comes in a long piece like this, and you just cut however much you want off to use it. So I am going to actually flip this over, and I'm just gonna put it all along my edges. So I'm gonna go top to bottom, right to left. So I'm just gonna kind of cover my entire piece with this foam adhesive strip on the back of it. And you probably don't need to do all that, but I have it out here. I left my dimensionals over where I was working, so this is kind of what I had here. So it's what I'm gonna work with. And then I'm just gonna do one little tiny piece to kind of fit in there. Kind of getting used to the new camera angle, so hopefully I am the long way, and which is horizontally, and I am not upside down. So here's my card base, and I'm just gonna peel the back off my foam strip here. And I'm gonna put that right in the middle of my card. And this looks like a really, really beautiful card. I have just a little bit of a edge hanging off there. So I am going to, I don't have my paper trimmer here. So I'm just gonna trim it off with my paper snips. There we go, so you can't see that. And then I did just tie a little bow. We have a pack of baker's twine that comes in 5 different colors. I use kind of a gray color, like a smoky slate kind of color. I'm just gonna put a little glue dot on the back of it. And maybe I am. And glue that down. So you guys want to be sure and get this paper before it goes. It is, again, ringed with love. Rings of love. Rings of love it is. And then I'm going to use some of these red and green adhesive back pearls. Aren't they gorgeous? There's gold, silver, and then kind of a sea foam. And there's a red up at the top. This really kind of pretty red. And I think I used the sea foam right in here on this one. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and use the red on this one and maybe pull in some of this red here. So I'm just gonna do my take your pick tool and add kind of like little flower tops in here. There we go. So super quick and easy, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back throughout the week. Wednesday night, we'll do our free class, and I'll be back sharing Sale-A-Bration products with you guys. Until then, Sale-A-Bration I love because there's so many different free products that you can get, and they're so easy to work with, and they coordinate so well with other things. So this is the envelope that matches. So you have this beautiful card with this coordinating envelope, and then the inside pulls it all together. So really nice, quick and easy. Thanks for stopping in, you guys, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.